Hi, welcome to the market recap video. It is Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024. So let's hop to it. What happened overnight? Well, in the middle of the morning, middle of pre-market, we had an Apple downgrade. I believe it was to $160. And so Apple was starting the day at $190. Let me find it. Yeah, started the day. Friday's close was around $193. So that was a pretty big downgrade, and QQQ did not take that well at all, and Apple brought down the market. I want to look at the market as a whole, so let me minimize my face here. Let's look at the heat map. When we look at the heat map, the largest blocks represent the largest holdings in that S&P sector. So this is XLK sector. This is semiconductors, XLC, XLY. This is XLV. So you can see that the bigger the block, the redder the block was. So when we have that situation, when the larger holdings are red, that means everybody else has to participate. And Man Healthcare did their job today. And then toward midday, XLF kind of chipped in a little bit. But when you see these big red blocks, the big names, and they're red, then we need everything else to be green or the market's too heavy to lift. We're closing well now. Apple is bouncing. We're not going to get to green. We'll still be negative, but we are getting a bounce. We don't know if it's a dead cat bounce yet or not. So this is how we started the day. Actually, this is how we started the day. We were looking for a daily higher low. So on ES, the market very promptly went through Friday's low here, but we are still maintaining a daily uptrend. This is key. On QQQ, NQ, we lost the daily support. So this morning during pregame, we were looking for an hourly lower high due to the size of the move. We knew an hourly lower high was the more likely scenario. So not only did it make an hourly lower high that was really weak, it then broke daily support. So the question tomorrow is this a weekly bull flag? Is this a bear break without a lot of follow through? And it'll be all eyes on Apple to see if that's true, and then jolts. So tomorrow, the economic calendar, we have ISM at 10 a.m. and we have jolts at 10 a.m. Jerome Powell has mentioned several times that he looks at jolts and PCE as two of his major metrics to determine whether there should be interest rate hikes or cuts. So tomorrow's number will be big, and we're getting FOMC meeting minutes. This is not an actual meeting where they're going to announce a rate cut. They've already had the meeting. This is just minutes of the prior meeting. Sometimes it can shake up the market. Usually it's a big nothing burger. Okay, so we looked at the heat map, we looked at the economic event, and then the question on the table, is this a weekly bull flag for the NASDAQ? And if this daily bear break doesn't get a lot of follow through, it very well could be. ES is holding just fine. We broke through yesterday's low, but we didn't break daily support. And then on SPY, while I was live today, I was live streaming midday, and y'all know I love marking up my charts for prior day high and prior day low. And I was live right here, and I was telling the listeners, be careful here. That is not enough follow through to say that that's a bull break over yesterday's high. Low. Our gap rules tell us that if bulls are unable to penetrate and reclaim prior day's range, that is a sign of weakness. And the minute that price comes back down outside of yesterday's range and loses the low, that is indeed a short signal. So that's what happened with SPY today, and it held most of the day, and right now we're bouncing. And let me show you why I think we're bouncing. If you've been around these parts for a while, you know that I love the daily 50 MA. That is the yellow line right there. Apple did not technically close below. Right now, let's see how many minutes left. We're done. The market's closed. Bulls were fighting pretty darn hard to get back over that daily 50 MA. It is a key level. Look how hard they pushed down here. So I will be watching Apple to see if it can reclaim the daily 50 MA tomorrow. And on this weekly chart, there is nothing wrong with this chart whatsoever. Nothing wrong. So let's see if we can get that weekly higher low and that push up. And I do want to make a note, the average true range on Apple, let me show you what it is. On the daily, before today, was about $2.60. And then let's look at the distance today. We had $4.56. We closed down $6.89. My magnet's off. We closed down $6.89 from Friday's close. So $4.50 during the day, but then $6.89 from Friday's close. This was an outsized move. RSI means a lot less because this was news related. So let's see if Apple can reclaim that daily 50 MA tomorrow. QQQ, when we were watching it live in midstream, it could not reclaim the prior day's low. It couldn't even get close to it. QQQ, again, was what was so heavy that brought the market down. And you can see this bright red here. When semiconductors and technology are not helping the case, then we tend to see weakness. All right, Dow held up wonderfully. It almost closed green. The daily uptrend is the yellow horizontal ray, and as you can see, we're fine. This could be a daily bull flag, holding up just fine. RTY, it did not lose daily support. Daily support is down here. And it did not lose it. So RTY didn't lose daily support, YM didn't lose daily support, and ES did not lose daily support. ES held it. NASDAQ was the only one that broke it. So let's see if it is indeed a tiny small break without follow through for a potential weekly bull flag. And this is what has me leaning just a little bullish. Crypto led the way up before we broke out in the market, and crypto had a very bullish weekend and crypto had a very bullish day. We have a potential 4-hour bull flag. It's not an ideal bull flag. You do have some upper wicks of bears selling into it. On the 6-hour, it looks a little bit better, but Bitcoin is bullish. Our traders are not viewing this as a risk off asset or a risk on asset. They are saying this isn't risky and we want it. That's what their buying is telling us. The dollar was super strong today, and the market bounce we had in light of this strength, I thought was some bullish divergence for the market. Gold couldn't overcome the dollar strength. It was weak, and oil is weak. Oil has this weekly bear flag here. We got that tiny daily higher high without follow through, and then boom, rolled over. Bulls are still looking for a monthly higher low relative to 61.82. That the odds favor a monthly higher low. SMH, as I told you this morning, the story was really weak, and it helped with the bounce at the end of the day. XLF, when it joined the party over here, it lifted SPY ever so slightly, then double top with the prior day's high, and then it rejected. XLV wins the gold star of the day. Look at this strength. And let's look at some of those names. Look at mRNA, Pfizer. Look how strong, UNH. Beautiful move. XLV was the shining star today. Okay, let's look at the crypto coins. Mara broke through the low of yesterday, so super weak. Riot, it held the prior day low. That's a little different. And then look at Coin. This is just mass destruction on Coin's part. So I wrote up here reverse back burner. So for tomorrow, I would be looking for first 5 or 15 minute overbought conditions during regular trading hours for potential Coin top fish. It is proven it is the weakest of the bunch, and that's if and only if Bitcoin is sideways to down. Otherwise, I wouldn't be looking for this reverse back burner. Affirm. Now on the daily chart, this chart isn't broken. It is moving down pretty big, but it had such a large move over the month of December. Let's define large. 156%. From mid-November to, so in 6 weeks, 150%. I like this for a short. And what I'm looking for is reverse back burner. I want first 5 or 15 minute overbought during regular trading hours for potential top fish setups on Affirm. Hershey and cocoa. I've been talking about this in our chat room. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, right here. So right here, I pointed out, this was a month ago. Hershey's near the 52-week low with cocoa prices going bonkers the entire year. Hershey may be a buy toward the end of the year for tax loss harvesting if chocolate prices can finally sit down. So the cocoa monthly chart was unbelievable. So Hershey's has been taking it on the chin the entire year, and they have a decent dividend. I mean, it's nothing. Yeah, $1.19, $1.20-ish. It is a nice dividend. Well, look at the bounce. So I posted that December 1st, the last week of the month. We've been seeing a good bounce. Now, cocoa, I'm not going to say that cocoa has topped, but I am looking for a 4-hour lower high here. So if you're looking for a possible swing idea, I think a pullback on Hershey's makes sense. As you can see, I have my alert set right there. Tell me when Hershey's crosses 30 RSI on the hourly for the first back burner for a potential Hershey's long in my investment account. All right, I think I covered it all on this first trading day of 2024. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And give me a follow on Twitter. This is who I am. I'm ChartGuy Lori. And check us out at ChartGuys.com. All right, thank you.